Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the top 10 RPGs for 2023. So let's go ahead and get right into it. This is the first video of its kind for my channel, but I've always wanted to make some top 10 upcoming games because there's a lot of cool games out there that people don't really know about that I feel an obligation to bring to the light, so that more people can know about them and check them out. Because, you know, game development isn't easy. There's a lot of work that goes into making a game, and it's a lot more complicated than it seems. So, I really got to appreciate some of these projects. A lot of these games are looking really nice. Some AAA titles coming up, and also some indie games that I'm going to talk about here in a couple seconds. So yeah, let's get right into it and check out these new games. Alright, so first on the list we have Granblue Fantasy Relink, which is a third-person RPG that looks very similar actually to Genshin Impact, but reminds me more of Monster Hunter when it comes to the combat and the actual gameplay. You seem to be battling a lot of large creatures, which we'll see in some gameplay footage that I'll have up in a second. But yeah, I've actually had my eye on this game since about 2020, but this original trailer is actually back from 2018, so this trailer has been circulating around the internet for quite decent amount of time now, and I do remember seeing this again a couple years back at this point. So this game has been in development for a while, and they have released a lot more gameplay trailers that we'll take a look at. Alright, so here we have some gameplay footage. The game is looking absolutely beautiful already. And if you look on the screen, you could see that most of the text and UI is in Japanese. But when this game will come out, they will of course have it translated into English and other languages, so no worries there. And actually, speaking of when this game is going to release, it is slated for sometime in 2023. We don't have any concrete details yet, but it is supposed to come out for PS5, PS4, and also Steam. Although right now Steam doesn't have a page for this game. They haven't put up a page for Relink yet. So we're gonna have to see when the page comes out. There probably will be a more accurate release date, or at least release window, so that we can kind of look forward to have something to look forward to as we wait for this game to be completed and hit the market. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for Granblue Fantasy Relink. I just want to say that this is one of my personal favorite upcoming games. I've had my eye on this again for a pretty decent amount of time, so I'm very excited to see all the new trailers and stuff. This game looks absolutely awesome, and I have really high expectations for it, so we'll see what happens when it comes out.
Take this. Find them.
Okay, so for number 2 we actually have probably the most popular release of 2023, at least the most anticipated for sure. Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy, which is, I mean, we haven't seen a Harry Potter game since 2011 actually, with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, so this is kind of coming out of nowhere, but it's really welcome, and there's a very massive amount of people that are very interested in this game, and rightfully so. It looks really nice, very polished, but we're gonna have to wait for it to actually come out to play it out and see if it's going to live up to its expectations, which I'm pretty confident that it will.
Your legacy begins now.
This game is set to come out February 10th of 2023, so literally next week. Hold on. Yeah, next week. This game will be coming out for PS5, Xbox Series consoles, and PC. Here's also a bit of early access gameplay. I'm just going to let the audio play out, and then we'll move on to game number 3. Alright, up next we have Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, there's really not much that I can say about this game because everything's already been said. I mean, it's a Zelda game, so it's pretty much automatically probably going to be one of the biggest releases for 2023 for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another banger on our hands, a certified banger. There is no doubt that this game will be amazing. And speaking of when it will release, they have it announced to come out on May 12th of 2023, so keep your eye out for this game, and it will be coming out for Nintendo Switch. Alright, and here is a little bit more gameplay from Breath of the Wild 2. Alright, so up next here we have Starfield, which is a new first-person RPG made by Bethesda, who, to anyone that doesn't know, are the creators of Fallout 4. Well, the Fallout series in general and the Skyrim series. So there is a lot to be expected from this game, knowing that it's made by the devs that made these iconic titles in the past. In this game, you'll be able to explore the vast reaches of space in comparison to their older games like Fallout and Skyrim, which had medieval and post-apocalyptic settings. This game takes place in a sci-fi space setting, which is really cool because you'll be able to fly around different planets and explore different cool worlds.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
This game has a release window of 2023. We don't know any exact dates yet, and it will be coming out for the new Xbox consoles via Game Pass and PC.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Taking number 5 on our list, we have Lords of the Fallen 2, which is a third-person Souls-like game made in Unreal Engine 5, so we're going to see some really nice graphics. Already, just looking at the trailer, already the game looks very nice. This game is set to come out in 2023 at some point. We don't have any exact days yet. And it will be releasing for PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series X and S.
And the shadows reign. Arm us with your golden splendor, so that together may we vanquish the darkness. In light, we walk.
Next on our list we have Bleak Faith Forsaken, which is a third-person Souls-like game also. And it's only made by 3 people, so it's technically an indie game, but it definitely doesn't look like an indie game. It looks very nice graphics. I've actually been following this game's development progress for a few years, so it's really impressive to see how far the game has come. It's actually set to come out at some point in 2023. And take that with a grain of salt because this game was actually supposed to come out in 2022, but it was delayed. And 2023 isn't a set date that they have, but it's assumed that it will come out at some point this year. This game will be coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Taking number 7 on the list, we have Witchfire, which is a first-person RPG very similar to Doom, but in a medieval setting. Kind of like a medieval setting, but with guns, so very, very cool. This game is set to release at some point in 2023, but we also don't have any specific days yet. And it will be coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
We have always
Taking number 8 on the list, we have Avowed, which is a first-person RPG developed by Obsidian Entertainment. And this game doesn't have very much information on it right now, just a very short trailer. No actual gameplay, but I kind of trust the validity of this game because Obsidian Entertainment is a very good developer. They made a lot of really good games in the past that I've personally played, like Grounded, for example. So high hopes for this game for sure. It looks really good. It is set to come out at some point in 2023.
And you must face the monsters our sins have borne.
Alright, so for number 9 we have Blight Survival, which is a third-person zombie game, but the cool thing about this game, in comparison to most of the other zombie games that were made throughout gaming history, is this one's in a medieval setting. I can't think of a single zombie game in this format that was in the medieval setting, so I think this is really cool. It's a really great looking game. We don't know exactly when the release date of this game is. It's TBA, but it's assumed that sometime in 2023 there will be new developments on this game, possibly a demo, maybe even a release. So we'll see what happens with this game in the future. And this game will be coming out on Steam, so keep your eye out for that.
You know it. He's dead. Poor bastard Riggs. Probably dead for days. You're new to this. It only gets worse after they're dead. Makes you almost sorry for him. My ass doesn't feel too sorry. Keep looking.
And to round off our list today, we have StarWars Ecplise, which is a brand new Star Wars game being developed by Quantum Dream and published by Lucasfilm Games, not Disney, which caught my attention because that's a good sign. All the old Star Wars games that were really awesome were made by LucasArts or Lucasfilm. I don't know if they changed the name of their company, but at least it's not Disney, and that's all I care about. So, knowing that this game is pretty promising, we don't know exactly what this game's going to be about. We don't have really any details to go off of this game except for this trailer. And 2023 might be the release date of this game, but most likely it's just going to be a year to get updates on the development progress of this game. As to what platforms this game will be on, it should be PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X at a minimum, but we don't, again, know very many details about this game right now. So as it turns out, it's not called LucasArts anymore, it's called Lucasfilm, but it's the same company, just named a little bit differently. And this game is giving me very strong Star Wars 1313 vibes. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, that was a Star Wars game that was being developed back in the day. The development of Star Wars 1313 was unfortunately ended by Disney because they bought LucasArts and all the IP for Star Wars back in 2013. So this is a big blow to people that were Star Wars fans, real Star Wars fans that were looking forward to 1313. This game really reminds me of that, but hopefully now that Lucasfilm actually has the rights to make Star Wars games again, got their IP back, I think that Star Wars will be going into a positive direction as long as Disney has nothing to do with it. So definitely I'm going to be keeping an eye out for this game. And yeah, so that's going to be it for Star Wars Eclipse, and that's going to round off our list today for the top 10 RPGs coming up in 2023. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time, and take it easy.
Ah!